their students' phone. The students do not pass it on to the parent. So that's how that stood. And he informed us that yes, he even placed Miss Nuncio now. She's gonna get alerts, and I'm hoping that he carried through with that. She'll get alerts when something's going on, the same alert that parents are, so that right away, she and any other community member can call up HIV police and let them know, this is what I know. And then they can do the same thing. They had extra police at every door when we walked in.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mireles. And we have about 15 minutes left, so I'm going to be quiet because I need to hear from y'all, because I have a board budget meeting tomorrow, and I want to be able to say, Ms. Cooper, Ms. Mireles, well, I won't say that. I will say the community has brought this concern. This is what we need to focus our dollars on. And so thus far, y'all have, I don't know if you're familiar, but again, I will say it until I'm blue in the face. Human capital, human talent, human capacity, that is always what I've advocated for our kids. It is a safety issue if we do not have the people on campus that we need, and that's including our support staff, our clerks. We could not survive a day without the Miss Hirons of the school. It is our paraprofessionals, we cannot do it without them, and that is one thing that large comprehensive high schools, the Sims clerk, everything, we need y'all. So, yes, Ms. Coronado.
Speaking of teachers and students and the population and how important it is, earlier you showed your district and you mentioned the number of schools and the number of students, and I think that number was 33,000 students within your district. Is that 33,000 number pre-COVID or after COVID? And what is your role as a trustee in finding the students that never returned?
Technically, that was pre-COVID. They're working on my stats now.
Do we know what post-COVID numbers are yet?
We are 10,000 less. 195, we're at 205. So yeah, so we are 10,000 less. And don't quote me on that, because now I'm like thinking, I'm looking back at the presentation in my head. That's why it's important to write things down. But okay, yes. So my role as a trustee is to direct the HISD administration to our priorities. And that's not just me. I'm one trustee. It is a board of trustees, and it has to have the entire board buy-in. Because I could say, hey, I think that we should have 14 kids to a class. If I can't get my colleagues to buy in on that and the numbers to actually work out, then it's just not going to happen. So in 2019, there was a policy that I wrote where we were supposed to do an enrollment study. And anyway, I'm with you on that. That's the most that I can give you right now without taking up too much time.
Thank you. And by the way, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I see that. Oh. Thank you.
Is that a
Oh, that's a unicorn. Oh, they remember. When I was in full transparency, I was a teacher here. That's the greatest coworker, other English teacher in the whole wide world, Miss Meacham, right there. She is the most incredible colleague ever. And yes, and Miss Pye, my favorite math teacher after Mr. Penn. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But anyway, so yes, so that's your question, and thank you so much. Can I hear from Ms. Torres first, and then is that? What's your last name? Taylor, Miss Taylor. Torres, Miss Taylor. Yes.
Oh, I was just wondering if the district had ever tried to survey students about their well-being and their feelings related to issues on campus and in the district. I have 3 children. 2 of them are of school age, and they don't like going to school anymore. It makes me sad. It breaks my heart. I struggle in ways that I never did before to get them up, to get them motivated, to get them excited. And even in those brief moments that they are happy about school, they're lost so quickly because of other things. And I know it's not just the students. I know the teachers probably have a lot that they want to say as well. And I know other districts utilize surveys like Panorama Education that kind of focus on well-being and social emotional aspects done in the classroom. I'm just curious as to whether or not the district has ever considered getting feedback from the children themselves to see how campuses can improve within their own school units.
This trustee has advocated for kid-friendly surveys so we can gauge the academic, mental, social well-being. Again, it is a board of trustees because that will help with enrollment. So I would just say that that is a brilliant idea that yes, I brought it up, but if y'all want to help me bring along a couple other trustees, I would not be mad at you.
So who would we need, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on anybody's toes right now, I had your hand up. Who would we need to contact in the district though to see about getting something like that implemented? Because I know I can come here and bring that information to you, but like you said, you're one of 12. And I feel like if there was communication directly to the district, then maybe that would be more helpful too.
I'm giving you some kind of, so it would have to be kind of a board of consensus, and then we take it to the administration as an idea, and then they would have to roll it out.
Okay.
So let's talk offline. Is that okay? I'm gonna take you up on your offer and come visit you, by the way. So, Ms. Taylor was next, and then Ms. Vevila. Is there anybody else that
Actually, you were next.
I'll go after people who haven't gone.
Yeah, I want to give everybody an opportunity that
always
hasn't been able
email
to
her,
speak.
but-
So, Ms. Taylor, Mr. Bob, we haven't heard from you, and then anybody over here. Is that you, Ms. Boynes? Hey, good to see you.
So I'm from Lower, well, we have a very small campus, and the way that the projections are now for the new budget and all this stuff, we would lose 5 experienced teachers. All of our classrooms are not totally full. We service a lot of students that aren't known to our campus. And so when they were using the model, it seemed like they took our projected enrollment number and divided it by 22. And our class are without taking into account how many students are in each grade. So we would end up having like classrooms of 29 and 27 first and second